harvest and the seed. The other day we were reading about the stock market, the 1939 sharecroppers. Alright. So today we're on this page. Alright, you go ahead and read page 38 by St. Matthew's Churches.
Homeless sharecroppers tried to stay warm around an iron stove they took with them after landlords forced them from the shacks that dotted the cotton field. They also took their furniture that had to endure freezing rain and snow while living along the highways.
Now you see why it's important for you to learn carpentry, right? You see, my son? An old man grew up during this time, and he was my boss. He said, by the time I was 24, I was like 40 compared to you guys. I had done so many things. I had been an airplane pilot in the war against Hitler from the United States, right? I had been a carpenter, because I said, what do I do after the war? So he grew up in the Great Depression. Mr. Cressley said, I always saw that the carpenters had work to do. People hired them.
Y si fuma, que no vaya a trabajar porque hay alguien fumando ahí, right?
A carpenter is worth his money. His wages. Yeah, something like that. It's in the Bible, the skilled worker.
Can I continue?
Yes, son, please continue.
The sharecropper's life was hard. A mother watching her children in a sharecropper's shack.
Yeah, she's washing them in like a pot, right? Stick your foot in there and I'll wash it. And then maybe they have to wash all the children with the same water.
A sharecropper family near Hazelhurst, Georgia. A sharecropper's shack near Jackson, Mississippi, June 1936.
One room, right? It looks like one room.
A Mississippi Delta plantation owner and his croppers near Clarksville, Mississippi in June 1936.
Now he's riding the tractor and they're riding behind him, right, on the same tractor. How many black men does he have? And he's one white man.
Five.
Yeah, and he's got a big stomach, doesn't he? That tells you how much. Well, the fat man also works, but other people work harder.
June 1938, Pittsburgh County, Oklahoma.
Now you see him pulling his wife or something on the wagon? You saw that little yellow wagon I pulled with the wood and stuff? You need to learn how to make one of those so you can pull.
One thing most croppermen had in common was their big overall. A Chicago Depression era soup kitchen.
You see that soup kitchen? Lots of people. They're white, right? Okay. They're men only, right? You see women? One woman among all these men? Two women.
Shanty towns sprang up across the nation during the Great Depression as people lost their jobs and homes.
You want to live in a shack like that? Nobody does. So we got to learn carpentry so we can build nice homes for people. The Great Depression financial nightmare gripped every phase of society, the North and South, the cities and the farms. However, many of the southern plantations and farm owners used all kinds of exploitation and economical abuse of 3 million Negro tenants, 5.5 million white sharecroppers, and other workers. Negro civil rights, though, were treated with far less respect. What is a civil right?
The Civil War was about slaves and no slaves, so a civil right would be slaves are not allowed to vote.
The civil would be something with a civilized society. For instance, the white people used to sit in the front of the bus and the black people in the back. And even then, Rosa Parks was sitting in the black section, I think, and since there were more white people getting on, the bus driver told her, get up and move to the back of the bus, because you're black, right? But she said she was so tired that she didn't get up. And so she was put in jail. But then her trial went, I think, to the Supreme Court, and she was declared innocent. Because she paid for her seat, right? So she should not have to give it up. Or she paid her money, so she... All right.
Oh no!
Yes.
At Mr. Nett's house, we saw a white dog, pure husky.
Oh.
It was a huge white dog with a lot of fur. And the thing is, its name is Rocky.
It belongs to the neighbor?
No, it belongs to the grandson. Or, yeah, the grandson.
Oh.
And, it was abused before, so it's, like, not kind of trusting. But it got used to us.
Were you able to touch it? Did it go in the pool with you?
No, we didn't
Did you go swimming?
No.
You didn't swim?
No.
Why not?
We went there only to cut the lawn.
Oh.
And the sidewalk.
Well, you could go swimming tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah, we are.
Whoa! Have you touched this?
What?
Why does she have so much skin underneath her? Touch that.
Oh, what the heck?
She's got something weird there.
Probably the cats or Snowball have been ripping off the helmet.
No, she's got something weird. Well, that could be one reason.
Also, tomorrow, supposedly, Grandma might take us to the YMCA.
Oh.
And I already have all my stuff ready since yesterday. I was thinking we would go today, but Mom said, no, I'm tired. It was 6 o'clock. Man. We were supposed to go swimming, and then after swimming, we were going to the gym.
I see.
And that was it.
Negro civil rights, yeah.
Mom also wants you to sign up.
Yeah, this would be wonderful. So I can take you guys, you know? Or at least I can take you at least. Negro civil rights, though, were treated with far less respect. It is a harsh indictment that certainly merits qualification. Negro civil rights were treated with less. Kitty! She really wants attention at this hour, but she's got her nails out. Ooh. 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 Ha! Aha! Negro civil rights, though, were treated with far less respect. It is a harsh indictment that certainly merits qualification, but remains representative of the complex currents of power and race that still echoed in Southern society 70 years after the end of the Civil War. The Great Depression in the 1930s began with the stock market crash on October 24, 1929. The fallout from the crash devastated the economy.
Wait a second. Was the Great Depression also because there was like something about too hot? Hot,
Yeah.
very, very hot summers and very, very cold winters or something?
Yeah, you see the problem of no rain? Even in Promise, Texas, the movie? Gabriel, I Am Gabriel. I Am Gabriel. In that movie, you saw there was no rain, right? So the crop doesn't grow. You see the problem there?
I think I read about it in social studies. Entrepreneurs were not getting much.
Yes, and you've seen those videos about only in India, and you see how many people are on top of the train and stuff like that? Well, it used to happen here. Now they would put you in jail for not buying a ticket. So, you see, they have a bunch of more jails now.
Okay, that's 10 minutes. Can we stop?
It's 9 minutes.
Well, 9 minutes, but can we stop at 10?
Well, let me finish this page here. The Great Depression, the fallout from the crash devastated the economy. Companies went bankrupt, banks failed, and unemployment soared. But you're going to be unemployed if you don't have a skill. Like a mechanic that fixes cars always has a job. An electrician, he should always have a job. In the Depression era, 30s, men rode the rails looking for a job, but seldom found one. So they're just going from city to city on the, wow. The stock market crash was followed by a severe drought in the Midwest, which was one of the worst in history. Now they call it the breadbasket. Let me finish the page, huh? how short it
I
is, son. It's
know.
got a photo for half of the page. Which was one of the worst droughts in history. That had a greater impact on the area than the stock market crash because the economy in this region was so heavily dependent on agriculture. Black Sunday, the Dust Bowl, was the nation's worst environmental disaster. God bless you and those that surround you. Thank you for